to have a reflexology session with the Healing Samurai! Oh. I'm so excited, and I'm gonna ask some questions to you, Eric, while you're doing the session. I want to talk about the unseen world with you and your wisdom, because there's something really magical and exceptional pouring out of you, and I want to capture that and share that with everybody.
Oh, all right, let's do it.
And that's Eric, the Healing Samurai.
What do you want to know?
Well, when you're doing reflexology, how are you tuning in? It seems like you're tuning into something. It seems like you have the 2 remote controls right now in your head. And I want to talk about the magic unseen world and the energy that you're playing with or being with right now.
Well, in all honesty, I'm just tuning in to myself. I'm just tuning into my own being. And as I do this, as I place my attention on myself, on my soul, on my core, well, first of all, it just feels wonderful. And then there's just an energy just flowing through me into my heart, through the hands, and connecting with your heart, with your soul, with your essence. Mm-hmm. And as we press into these points, just placing the hands on the feet creates polarity, which draws down this energy, and so your body can absorb more of the higher vibrations and integrate it into your system, balance it into your system. It, in a sense, is like a soul retrieval. Mm-hmm. Which can be a pun on words in my profession, but there are aspects of ourself that have, in one sense, left the body because of whatever reason, a trauma or a belief system that is blocking the flow of the energy in that particular area of the body. And when you release that area of the body and free it up, then who you are, that aspect of yourself, begins to glow and grow from the core, and you reconnect with yourself. Mm-hmm. And these different aspects, these gems of who we are, come forth again. Mm-hmm. But it's really the whole thing for me is seeing what's right and true for you.
Seeing what?
Seeing what is right and true for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because each person is an individual and has their own space that they're in at that time in each moment. So it's a moment-to-moment experience for me. And the body's always shifting, seasons are changing. Mm-hmm. There's always, it's a completely different healing experience, especially when you're dealing with different raw emotions that come up. For example, if it's a matter of the heart, this is a very tender area, a very tender subject, and when you access these areas, these points, it's a very gentle, nurturing energy, very healing, soothing vibration. And that nurturing energy just washes away and melts a lot of the matters of the heart. It allows the petals of the heart chakra to unfold and open up and feel very safe. Safety is a huge key for me and for all of us. There's certain programming going on that we don't feel safe. And the opposite of that is that we are safe. We're 100% safe. We've always been safe. We'll always be safe. And to contact that area of ourselves that knows this as truth, reinstalls it into our psyche, into our conscious mind, and brings it forth into this way of being, into this world. So many things are going on.
And you see that, you feel that in your hands, or you see it also?
There are lots of things.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, yes.
Because right now you're in your space, you know? I guess some magical kind of things happen, or the unseen world is...
Absolutely.
Do you feel some beautiful, loving energy helping you? And
always. Absolutely. When you place your attention on being right and true, being centered in your core, even just doing that and setting up the space that I have here, it sets up and creates doorways so that we can have this experience. We can have a deeper, more relaxing, holistic healing session, and at a much deeper level. So it's something that you simply provide the opportunity for these things to take place and encourage it.
so like the crystals that have been placed here, you place some crystals
yes, the crystals that are
in the wall and underneath in the floor.
Yes, that all.
That's part of that.
And ultimately, one of the secrets behind what's going on, yes, on one level, crystals have a certain vibration, have consciousness, have spirit, and radiate a certain energy. However, the attention behind that attention is that I'm the one that put them there for a particular reason. And
Consciously,
of course, directly with clarity.
That's a tender point right there.
Yeah, this is a great point. This is on the right foot, this is the liver point, and on the left foot, this is the heart point.
So it's the liver.
It's the liver.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these are great points, and this is simply
I feel it more on the
balancing.
top of the foot, which is interesting. So reflexology is
feel
not...
it up here.
Yeah.
Oh, these are, this is the inner ear for equilibrium, part of the body for equilibrium.
That one is like...
On the right foot. So then what I do is when I find points like this, or we come across points like this, then I just tune inside. I place my attention on the right vibration to come through to release this. For me, it's an inside-out world. It's the inside-out job of all inside-out jobs. One of my friends says that, and I love it. But at a certain level, my experience is that this is myself right before me, here for healing. So as I'm healing myself, I'm loving myself, I'm radiating this core energy for my own healing. Now this may not make sense to most people because it's
That is so painful.
very yeah, It's a very different shift of experiencing things. But really, there are certain religions and certain shamans, seers and saints that talk about this and understand this, that everything's simply a reflection
Right.
of yourself, of your inner world. The outer world is a reflection of the inner world. So when someone comes to me and there's healing, it's really, this is an aspect of myself that is
I love that.
to
So I love
receive
that.
love, really, because love heals everything when you get
So-
down to it.
So yeah. And so really when we're on our mission and doing what, like you know, what you're supposed to do in this world, then actually at the same time that heals others, but really we're healing ourselves. This is for us the best outlet for that to happen. For us and for others.
Absolutely, when you heal yourself, you heal others. That is the absolute truth.
But I hear also that through doing our own life mission, we're healing ourselves. Like that is the main outlet for us to heal. So it means, I mean, I guess with that involved, there's a lot of work also that needs to be done on a mission, but it's so much in our heart that we're ready to take on that journey. You know, I don't know if I'm clear. But because, like, for example, for me in the camera, I'm a shy person. Doing this is beyond my comfort zone. I'm healing myself and I'm healing others while I'm doing it, but I'm definitely outside of what I think myself being able to do.
Well, anytime you go outside your comfort zone, that is, you're pushing up against things that you're afraid of, things that are unseen. And but really, there's an energy inside you, a passion, a drive that knows that wants this to come true for you. And really, on a certain level, this is simply the way that you've chosen for yourself to reconnect with yourself, to heal yourself, to become whole again. As this way,
your
the
way.
Healing Samurai, the Reflexology, this is my way.
Yeah, I love that.
As you heal others, you're healing yourself, and they heal others, and same here.
Yeah.
And there are so many things going on simultaneously.
Right.
As all this goes on. But there's always most people we're using only maybe 8% of our brain, maybe if that.
Yeah.
So
and it's not even
what would happen if you begin to access and activate other areas of your brain?
Yeah.
It's very fascinating to me.
And then you have your little tools. Look at you, those little tools.
Oh yeah, these are
You have different ones.
in Japan. This is how my teacher does almost his entire session.
I'm zooming on.
It's with the tool. And this is the sinus points. These are great for clearing up the sinus cavities, the tips of the toes. In fact, I've had many people that come in here with stuffed up nose, and in just a matter of minutes doing this point,
Really?
the sinuses clear up. I've had reports of people going home, being sick. Had a client who was sick, and for 2 or 3 days forgot about these points, and all of a sudden remembered, because, oh yeah, Eric said if I press the tips of the toes, it'll clean up the sinuses. So he pressed the tips of the toes, and he said in 60 seconds his nose cleared up and he was able to breathe. So now the most profound experience I've had with the sinuses was there was a gal who came to see me. She had multiple surgeries, taken every single drug for her sinus cavities, for her nasal cavities, so she could breathe. And she told me that she hadn't breathed through her nose since the age 13.
Oh.
And she must have been in her late 20s. And it's a good 10, 15 years that she'd actually breathed through her nose. Now, I was rather, for some reason at that time, I was very cocky. And very...
I could feel it.
I said to her, "Oh, I can do this. This is easy," and really talking up a big show. And but honestly,
sorry.
this is these are neck points for the neck. So anyhow, I told her, I said, just like this point is rather tender for you, this is a hot point. This is a good point for you, and this is a point that really go inward. And
so for her, she found.
Through.
Oh yeah.
So for her, I said to her too, I said, well, if it's been a chronic condition like this, that when I go in there, it's really going to hurt. Are you fine with that? She said, yeah, go for it. Anything, right? I've been doing this. I've had this condition for years. Help me out. And so I said, well, I can assist. But I began to press the points on one of her toes, and the tip of one of her big toes. And as I did, it was really intense for her. And it was about 2-3 minutes, and she was squirming. I mean, I was going I used to go a lot deeper back then. Now I found how to radiate chi, send chi into the points to soften and melt it faster, with less pressure. But I was going very deep, and all of a sudden her eyes get big as saucers, and she goes,
whoa!
Breathes in through her nose and goes, oh my God!
Wow!
And I was surprised too. I'd maybe been back in America for about 6 months doing this.
Coming back from Japan.
From Japan, been practicing in America for 6 months. So even though I had extensive training, experience, and knowledge, and I didn't fully know the full potential and possibilities of this technique, and I'm still understanding the full potential of this, what it is good for, what it's best for. And one of the things I've found is that I'm very impressed at how efficient it is for sinus conditions in particular. It's very simple and easy, and fun. People can do this at home on their own press points on the tips of their toes. It's great to have one of these tools. I do.
What are they called?
I just call them reflexology tools. In Japan, they're called bo.
Bo.
But I call it a wooden reflexology tool. These are actually handmade from Thailand. I have them shipped over here. It's rosewood. And I have these for sale in my office, and if you want one, you can always email me, and we can get you one. But they're $10, and but you can also
you can do it to yourself.
Oh, yeah,
we can do self reflexology.
Absolutely. So.
Oh, no, good to know.
And you can also use a Sharpie pen. Anything that has comes to a finer point but has a nice curve. I've used toothbrushes.
Oh yeah.
Toothbrushes work well.
Very cool, Eric. Well, I look forward next time to ask you about the subtle energies, and I want to get into the unseen world and the.
Well, what do you want to know about it? All I know is that I can share with you what I know and what I see.
You see lots of stuff. You have some insights. You have some.
I have my moments.
Yeah.
But there's so much going on, and with the unseen world, back to the 8% or 5% of the brain that we're using. This is how we're perceiving this world, or how most people are perceiving, is through the brain, and you're only using 5, 8, maybe 10% of it. It's like looking in your vision through just 8% of your eye.
Mm-hmm.
So without access to all these other things, how do you really know what's going on? And people come off like they really know what they're talking about. But my personal experience is this: each person has their own personal experience. It is their own personal journey, and that's the most sacred thing. Is their way, is your way. Your way is your way. And to honor that and nurture it and support it. And it is a time where each person is their own unique master.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course we have assistants, and we have supporters, and if you want to call them teachers, we have teachers. But times are changing, and I really did enjoy what Drumolo had to say. He said some beautiful things, particularly about the heart center and the heart's eye. That's some good stuff, so check out the Drumolo review too.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, there are a lot of things going on, and there's always assistance going on. There are so many subtleties taking place, and really once you settle into yourself, then you can access these things and you can see what's going on.
There's another one.
But really, none of this stuff is new. There are many people that have done this in the past and that are doing it now, and it's time for the star children to wake up and play and assist this planet to the
Light
next step.
workers, ready!
We're going to have a lot of fun. It's actually a celebration time. On one level, it looks like complete chaos, but on another level, this is really the party. This is a celebration. For sure.
I like that. It was good to
Biggest
hear.
party.
I could feel it.
It's the biggest party. And there was a lot of things going on, so
Well, thank you, Eric.
you're welcome.
Thank you for sharing this.
And this is a remote control, by the way.
Is it?
Because, so as I'll press a point and there'll be like a tension there, and as I go in, we're just flowing the chi through it, moving the energy through it, and allowing that vibration, that light, those healing energies to flow through it, and as it flows through it, it will unwind and then reconnect, and then boom, you've got a connection to that meridian, and it's flowing again.
Is it harder on an older person, or it's
It can be. It's it completely depends person to person. Some people are very open, while others are just have a heavier vibration. There's just a lot more stuff going on with them, and but it's a great feat to come to this place and even do any one little thing, like a foot massage. Anything that you can do, reflexology is going to greatly assist you. Anytime you do one movement towards assisting yourself, loving yourself, helping yourself, improving yourself, it's just one tiny thing. it shifts, it causes a chain reaction for even greater leaps and bounds. The next thing you know, you'll have your own talk show where everyone comes to you, and you'll have your own network, and you'll be really happy and going, wow, man, Lilu's so awesome. It'd be great.
Yes.
So,
it's gonna be great. Thank you.
Great. It's great. Right now, right here, right now. So, great things on the way, and more great things on the way. So thank you so much for coming, Lilu. And how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I'm gonna close my eyes and get fully